So recently there was a wisdom buff. So one particularly wisdom unit got buffed, and this changed the whole wisdom team. So you already know who it is by now if you're into the game, but if you don't, I'm gonna explain it in a second. So I'm gonna be going over two teams, which are the absolute best wisdom teams. The first team I'm going over, it's the first one, is without any duplicates of units. So only one of each unit can go on this team. I'm making this one just so it has more variety, and then the other team is what I think it would be the absolute best, counting with duplicates. So on the first lot, I feel like everyone takes free-to-play units as their first slot because it's a 99 luck lead, unless you're a huge whale and you have ultimate summonable units. But even though he's a free-to-play unit, he is optimal because same to Sasuke here, he's a farmable unit. Anyone can get him 99 luck, anyone can lure break him for free, get him 4 abilities. He's a bit of a tank, but his thing is that when he jutsus, he gets 2 perfect dodges for 2 turns and restores chakra by 7. So what that means is whenever he jutsus, he pretty much gets his ultimate back. So he is extremely useful for not only tanking, but also kind of like getting multiple ultimates and speeding through events. He is optimal even though he's free to play. He's an awesome unit that I would always take. Of course, when you take into account duplicates, I will change them off, but if you're not taking account duplicates, yeah. So behind him goes Rinnegan Sasuke. Rinnegan Sasuke is the most powerful wisdom unit. He is the one that packs the most punch, because you have to take account that he's AoE. If you're gonna make count for like the most amount of damage in one ultimate, the next one on the list is the one that does the most amount of damage, but because he's AoE, and there's a motorcycle outside, because he's AoE, he does multiple, he does the damage to multiple units. So the thing about him is that his ultimate is for 14.5 to enemies in range, which is a huge AoE. He's a fast range AoE with 80% chance of immobilizing for 2 turns. So he's almost all the time gonna be immobilizing everyone that goes into it. And also he boosts their own duration by 3, so it goes to 5 turns. He is amazing. He's 4 innate too. He is just amazing. If you don't have him for your wisdom team, you're gonna be lacking a lot, because he is the reason why wisdom is still relevant. If it wasn't for him, wisdom would be shit. So, and then we go to now Sasuke again, but another Sasuke. You see that there's a lot of Sasuke's on wisdom. So Susanoo Sasuke is the wisdom unit that packs the most punch. So he is a nuker. He has a 2100 attack stat, and then he has a 20 times multiplier that ignores perfect dodge, and also if you have the first jutsu, ignores regular substitution, but I think ignoring perfect dodge also ignores the regular substitution too. The thing about him that makes him not so good is because he's not AoE on his ultimate. He is AoE on his normal jutsu, but he's not on his ultimate, and also he's 7 and 14, so you can't spam it as much. But the good thing is that if you're using his normal jutsu and you hit 2 people, you're always getting an ultra combo and getting chakra back, just like Rinnegan Sasuke too. I didn't mention this with Rinnegan Sasuke because most of the time you're gonna be wanting to choose his ultimate. Yeah, because he's 7 and 14, sometimes you just wanna use whatever you have, and if you don't have his ultimate, you can use his jutsu to get chakra back. So, oh yeah, and whenever he moves the map, he gets chakra, so that's good for Ninja Road, but we're taking account mono teams, and you don't wanna bring a mono team to Ninja Road. So next is Nagato. I'm not biased, but Nagato is very good because he can spam jutsus, since he is 3 and 6, and both his 3 and 6 jutsu and ultimate are AoE. He does a good amount of damage, of course not as much as Rinnegan Sasuke or Susanoo Sasuke, but he also has another thing that goes for him, which is that he's a tanker. He reduces damage by 27.5%. If you do the like regular math, it would go to 30, but because the calculation is not like 5 plus 10 plus 15, it's different. I'm not gonna go into it, but it's 27.5%, so that's something, you know. He reduces damage, so if you don't have same to Sasuke with his perfect dodges, you can use Nagato to tank, and also Nagato is gonna be always having, not always, but most of the time getting his normal jutsu and ultimate. So we're going to the friend unit, and I said I'm not gonna take duplicates, but because it's a friend unit, you can always bring whatever you have on their friend list. And the friend unit you always bring is, again, Rinnegan Sasuke. I already went over Rinnegan Sasuke, but you can see that on the field, you're going to be having Sasuke, Sasuke, Sasuke. Sasuke is wisdom. Sasuke is wisdom. And behind Sasuke, which is the unit that I'm talking about, is Sakura. Sakura got a huge buff. On the wiki right now, they haven't taken account the buff, but I have it on my account here. And Sakura heals for 900 per turn when she's on the front, and if you have her on the back, which is normally where she will be since you have Rinnegan Sasuke in the front, she's also healing for an extra 300. So she's healing 1200 per turn, and not only that, but her normal jutsu heals for 3500, 4 and 8, also removes sleep damage. That's very situational, but it's something, and also her ultimate does 11 times, but you're never gonna use her ultimate, you're always gonna use her normal jutsu. And not only that, but she has a 20% chance of dodging. She is the reason why wisdom is now good. Pretty much, she's just the reason why wisdom is now good. Her buff was something that was like, what? How? And I'm very happy that I managed to get her max duped. If you haven't watched my summoning video on her, I'll have it on the description if I remember. But yeah, Sakura made wisdom good again. So, now let's move on to the other team, which is the team with duplicates. So, we start off with... oh, I clicked the wrong. We start off with Rinnegan Sasuke. Rinnegan Sasuke, went over Rinnegan Sasuke, really good unit. And then on his back we have Sakura, went over Sakura, made wisdom good. And then we have Rinnegan Sasuke, and then we have Rinnegan Sasuke, and then as a friend we have Rinnegan Sasuke, and then we have Sakura. That's honestly the best team you can bring for wisdom. And I bring 2 Sakuras because with 2 Sakuras on the back, you can't die. Like, you're gonna be healing for 2400 per turn. You can't die, okay? So, I'll still, even with Sakura the same, I'll still argue bravery is still the best element for mono, but wisdom is up there now because of Sakura. Sakura changed the whole game, and the issue about Sakura now is that she is an exclusive unit, so if people don't get her now, who knows when Sakura will be able to like be summonable again. So if you're watching this video and you're watching while her banner is up, maybe you can try to snag a copy and try to dupe her out with stones. Honestly, it's worth it, but if you're like really tight on pearls, I'll do it for next Blazing Festival. But Sakura changed the whole game. Hope you guys learned that Rinnegan Sasuke and Sakura are now wisdom. They are the best wisdom units. Sakura, welcome aboard to the top best units in the game, and probably the best wisdom unit in the game that made wisdom good again. Wisdom was terrible, and now it's one of the best mono teams. I would say the worst now would be skill. I think skill is now the worst mono team, but welcome aboard Sakura. Please subscribe.